Jinger Duggar has been receiving backlash for writing as a fourth grader in her latest book, People Pleaser. Duggar News fans have been slamming her since the release of her book. The reality TV star is pretty busy promoting her book in various podcasts and interviews. Jinger has been doing press tours to inform her fans about her book. Hence, viewers were waiting to review her latest publication. Well, some of them have already read the book, and they don't seem to be fans of her writing. Jinger has already written a couple of books in her career. She became a popular writer for sharing her stories with her followers. However, fans seem to be targeting her for her childish writing. What did they notice? Why are they slamming her? What was all this about? Jinger Duggar likes to break stereotypes and raise eyebrows for her unconventional thoughts. She likes to talk about everything she has faced during her childhood because of their IBLP beliefs. The TLC star published a few books in the past to talk about the trauma because of her strict family rules in her previous memoirs. Duggar News fans have always been in awe of her books. She shared all her experiences of growing up in a large family with multiple siblings. Hence, the reality TV star had the perfect opportunity to launch another book for people similar to her. Jinger has just released her latest edition, People Pleaser, Breaking Free from the Burden of Imaginary Expectations. She wanted to help others to stop pleasing people and overcome their fears. But why are fans lashing her out? Duggar News fans have been waiting to grab their first copy of Jinger's latest book, People Pleaser. They have been waiting to review her memoir for a long time. However, the reality TV star seems to have disappointed her followers. Recently, a Redditor shared a picture of her book's introductions page. In it, she introduced herself and talked about her name. The op stated, "I just started reading People Pleasure, and wow, what a dumb way to open your book." He couldn't understand why she chose the topic instead of all the icebreaker questions to ruin the reader's experience. Jinger had to explain what she would name herself if she could do it. However, she simply stated that she loves her name and doesn't want to change it. Instead of saying something interesting, fans were disappointed with her writing and called it childish. One fan stated, "It reads like a fourth grade writing assignment." Another user joked that Jinger was just trying to reach a word count for her assignment or exam. Moreover, others wondered what the editor was doing and how she approved it. Jinger Duggar, a member of the famous Duggar family from the hit reality TV show 19 Kids and Counting and its spin-off Counting On, has once again found herself in the spotlight. This time, the attention is on her latest book, Becoming Free Indeed, My Story of Disentangling Faith from Fear. While the book aims to offer a raw and personal look into her journey of breaking free from the rigid ideologies she grew up with, critics have taken issue with her writing style, with some calling it childish. This critique has sparked debate among fans and detractors alike, raising questions about what readers expect from celebrity memoirs and whether the backlash is justified. Here, we'll explore the controversy, the context surrounding Jinger's book, and the broader implications for public figures who share personal stories in writing. The backstory, from Duggar daughter to author. Jinger Duggar grew up in a highly conservative, evangelical household under the leadership of her parents, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar. The family became household names thanks to their TLC show, which focused on their unique lifestyle, including homeschooling, strict courtship rules, and adherence to the teachings of the Institute in Basic Life Principles, IBLP. Over the years, Jinger has emerged as one of the most independent members of the Duggar family. She and her husband, Jeremy relocated to Los Angeles, where they've embraced a more modern lifestyle. Her decision to wear pants, a significant departure from her family's preference for modest skirts, and her public criticism of IBLP, founder Bill Gothard marked a turning point in her journey. Becoming Free Indeed is Jinger's second book, following The Hope We Hold, which she co-wrote with Jeremy. In her latest work, Jinger dives deeper into her personal transformation, describing how she reevaluated her faith and found freedom from the fear-based teachings of her upbringing. The criticism, childish writing style. Since the book's release, it has received mixed reviews. While some readers praise Jinger for her honesty and vulnerability, others have criticized her writing style as simplistic and juvenile. Detractors have taken to social media and review platforms to share their thoughts, with comments like, "I was excited to hear her story, but her writing feels like it's aimed at a middle school audience, it's hard to take it seriously." She sounds like a child trying to explain adult concepts, the depth just isn't there. I expected more maturity from someone who has been through so much. For many critics, the issue lies not with the content of the book, but with its delivery. Some argue that Jinger's straightforward and conversational tone undermines the gravity of the topics she discusses, such as spiritual abuse, personal growth, and navigating complex family dynamics. Why the backlash? The critique of Jinger's writing style raises a few key questions. Is the criticism warranted, or are readers holding her to an unfair standard? Let's break it down. 1. Unrealistic expectations for celebrity authors. Most celebrity memoirs are not written by seasoned authors, and many rely on ghostwriters to polish their narratives. While Jinger worked with a collaborator on her book, it's clear that she had significant input into the writing process, as the tone reflects her personality. Some fans argue that expecting literary excellence from someone without formal writing training is unfair too. The weight of her story. Jinger's story carries significant emotional weight. She's not just recounting her life, but also addressing heavy topics like religious trauma and familial pressure. Critics may feel disappointed if they believe her writing style doesn't match the gravity of her experiences. However, others argue that her simple and accessible approach allows her to connect with a broader audience. 3. Bias against the Duggar name. The Duggar family has long been a polarizing topic. Critics of the family's beliefs and scandals may be predisposed to judge Jinger's work harshly, regardless of its quality. This bias could amplify negative reactions to her writing style. 4. Generational habits. Jinger, like many millennials, grew up in a digital age dominated by informal communication styles. Critics who label her writing childish may be reacting to a generational difference in how ideas are expressed, particularly in personal narratives. The other side, defending Jinger. While criticism of Jinger's writing has been vocal, she also has her defenders. Many fans appreciate her candidness and believe her approachable tone is one of the book's strengths. Supporters have shared comments like, "Her writing might be simple, but it's authentic, she's speaking from the heart, and that's what matters." Not everyone is a professional writer, and that's okay. The story she's telling is important. I'd rather read something straightforward and honest than something overly polished and insincere. For these readers, the substance of Jinger's message outweighs the style in which it's delivered. They view her book as a brave step in reclaiming her voice and inspiring others to question harmful beliefs. The broader implications. The backlash against Jinger's writing style is part of a larger conversation about how public figures share personal stories. It highlights several cultural trends. High standards for vulnerability. Audiences often demand raw honesty from public figures, while simultaneously holding them to high standards of articulation. This creates a paradox where personal stories are judged not just on their emotional impact, but also on their literary quality. The intersection of faith and writing. Jinger's book sits at the crossroads of memoir and Christian nonfiction. In this genre, accessibility is often prioritized over literary complexity to reach a wide audience. Critics who dismiss her writing as childish may overlook its potential to resonate with readers who are exploring similar spiritual journeys. The role of social media. In the age of social media, public figures face near-instant feedback on their creative projects. While this can foster engagement, it also opens the door to harsher, less constructive criticism. Conclusion. A work in progress. Jinger Duggar Violos Becoming Free Indeed is more than just a book, it's a testament to her personal growth and courage. While her writing style may not resonate with everyone, it's clear that she's striking a chord with readers who value her transparency and relatability. The criticism of her childish writing highlights the challenges faced by celebrity authors, especially those navigating sensitive topics. But it also underscores the importance of allowing people to tell their stories in their own voices, even if those voices don't conform to traditional literary standards. As Jinger continues to carve out her identity separate from the Duggar family, one thing is certain: her journey is far from over. Whether her next project is another book, a podcast, or something entirely different, it's clear she has much more to share, and an audience eager to listen. If you are looking for more Duggar family news, subscribe to this channel and follow us for all your updates.